So hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today, let me just fix this real quickly. Today we are doing the AuthorTube Newbie tag. Yay! So last night I filmed a video, well, yesterday and last night, and then I ran out of storage, but I was able to transfer the video to my computer for editing and stuff, and now I have space, so look at that. So this tag is from Kate Cavanaugh, who I spoke about twice in the video from last night, which I'm probably going to upload at the same time today, because I'm going to film a bunch of videos today. I'm still in the same pajamas because I only wore like yesterday and today, and like pajamas are pretty much like, you don't really wear them too much, you know, like they're not, you don't wear them outside or anything, so it's like you gotta save energy, save water, conserve and whatnot. So yeah, so I'm probably going to film a bunch of videos today for AuthorTube and whatnot and stuff. Oh my gosh, stop. I keep saying stuff and I'm really sorry. I tried to stop myself from saying it like 2 seconds before, if you noticed, and it didn't work, but that's fine. Anyways, so let's get started. So the questions. How did you find out about AuthorTube? So, oh gosh, she's gonna think I'm a crazy stalker, which I promise I'm not. I'm just a fan, and also someone who mostly watches her videos, but I found out about AuthorTube through Kate Cavanaugh, and that's why she's like the only person on that, like in that genre, that I really remember, because she's what introduced me to it, which was because of her. I tried writing like series, which I think is really good, really great. Let me try to fix this camera. So it's a little bit awkward, isn't it? Sorry, you're gonna stare at my hand for a little bit. I want to get the, okay, there you go. I wanted to get my hair and the mug in the frame because I didn't want to seem like weird, because I feel like this looks weird. This looks normal. I don't know. Is that just me? Anyways, distractions aside, I found out, I say that literally as I get distracted. Okay, so I found out that there is AuthorTube apart from BookTube, and I also had a huge affinity for BookTube. So finding out about AuthorTube, you know, that really was like, yay! Like, I really like, I say like a lot also, and I'm very sorry about that. Force of habit. I try not to, but you know, it happens. So, as I was saying before I interrupted myself, I really enjoy BookTube and AuthorTube, and so I kind of wanted to get involved with both as an actual content creator, because I love to read, I love to write. You know, the story is old news, which is kind of an oxymoron, but I'm just a moron, so it's okay. Anyways, yeah, I found AuthorTube pretty much through BookTube and Kate Cavanaugh, and I'm forever grateful, because it's like such a fun community, and it just fits the vibes that I've kind of grown up with. Okay, now, next question. What genres do you write in? So, I'm kind of one of those people who over expands, I guess, across different genres. Like, I know I shouldn't spread myself out too thin, but I have a tendency to, and so while I primarily write in fantasy, I've also dabbled in horror and romance and mystery, and I plan to continue attempting to be successful in various niches and genres. So, yeah. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? Okay, so just like the previous question, it's really just a mixing bowl of different things, and it really changes. I could write first person, second person, third person, a point of view of a character or an omniscient being, or the narrator, who in a sense is an omniscient being but not one that's necessarily in the story themselves. And sometimes, you could even write from the point of view of an object, like a rock. Let's say you have a rock and the rock has eyes, but like it doesn't actually have eyes, it just has a sense. Like, you could literally write from the point of view of anything and anyone. And yeah, the category of story is also pretty sparse because I am writing a children's story right now that is also a story that I hope can be of interest to adults and young adults and teenagers as well. But I've also written young adult fiction. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what NA means. New age, I think. If that's not mean new age, then oops. But new age, I suppose. Oh gosh, it probably doesn't mean that. Well, maybe that. I don't know. If I don't know what it means, I can't really say whether or not I write in that. And you know what? Let me just Google it. Let's just be weird and Google it. Book category. I don't think it's not applicable either. Oh, new adult. Okay, so I was partially correct. I mean, I had the idea that it had something to do with adult because it's sort of wedged in between young adult and adult. But yeah, so I would write also for new adult and for adults. I'm not entirely sure. I know that I have the capacity to, but I'm not really. Well, I could write for adults, but not like an adult book, you know what I mean? Like, I can write for adults, but not like an adult book, yeah. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a planter? Okay, so I thought that I invented the word planter, but I guess not. I guess it was actually already existing, and I stole it from the ether, like universal consciousness and all of that, because I literally thought I invented that word. I thought I was special. I thought I was unique. I thought I was an innovator. Alas, I'm not, but it's fine. Anyways, so I'm definitely a planter, as I have sort of talked about before. I like plotting. I like flying off the seam of my pants, and I love to do them both together. So I'm definitely a planter. Are you a self-published, published, or yet to be published? So I'm kind of self-published, published, and yet to be published, depending on what you're talking about. In terms of self-published, I self-published a poetry book when I was about 14. In terms of published, I've been published in creative writing magazines and also newspapers before. I wrote for my school newspaper when I was younger, and I also wrote for Newsday's section called Kids Day when I was in elementary school, and I wrote for my high school's creative writing / literary magazine. And then yet to be published because I have not actually published a novel. Oh, also in terms of being published, I've also published, quote unquote, published things on Wattpad and Fiction Press, and also I've had a couple of blogs. Like, I have had various blogs over the years, and right now I'm kind of trying to focus on one specific blog, so yes. But in terms of being published in a novel sense, like a book, like a physical book, because even my self-published poetry book was digital. Yeah, no. I mean, digital writing is still very valid, but in terms of like traditional, what you think of when thinking of being published, No, I have not been yet, so I'm yet to be published. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? Myself, as of right now. If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? So I kind of would really like to have J.K. Rowling's literary agent because I know that she left him, and I know that she herself is kind of, problematic. But in terms of creativity and literary prowess, she's got a lot of gift. And her literary agent really has an eye for talent. So yeah, in terms of publishing house, I would really like to start my own publishing house if I'm going to be completely honest. But if not, then I would really be grateful to have any publishing house except my writing, literally. Also, with literary agents, if I got any other literary agent, I would also be incredibly grateful. Because, I mean, to have a publishing house and a literary agent to begin with is a remarkable thing. So, what AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? I'm very glad you asked. Tag. Because I have a plethora of ideas. I want to do a booktube type thing. I want to definitely do AuthorTube type things, as you can already tell. I want to read books, I want to write books, do all that fun stuff. I want to talk about writing, I want to talk about books. I want to do vlogs, live write with me's / live write-ins. I don't know, my brain's really whack sometimes. Writer unboxing, writer, not like a person writer, like what I did yesterday. If you'll see my video from yesterday, I did an unboxing of literature themed things, writer themed things, so like that sense, I mean, I don't think it's exactly legal to unbox a writer. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could kidnap somebody and then unbox them. Maybe I'll unbox one of my writer friends. That'd be really funny. If you want to see that, literally, sorry for saying that again, click the subscribe button. I don't know where it is, so we're just going to point in various places. I know it's not up there, but... So yeah, and give this video a like, as they say. And I also want to do writer-themed reviews and book reviews and NaNoWriMo stuff, because I have always attempted to do NaNoWriMo. I have never succeeded. This year, though, this year's going to be different. I can feel it in my bones. This is going to be the year I actually do NaNoWriMo. Like, for real. Also, I have always wanted to participate in writing one poem every single day in the month of April, because April is National Poetry Month, and I have yet to have accomplished that also. So yeah, also one of my very best friends, who's very dear to my heart, has a really exquisite, awesome, incredible habit of writing every single day, and I really want to oh my gosh, my brain just went blank. I really want to emanate that. I really want to emanate that. Yes, emanate. Oh my gosh. Can you tell that I don't know what I'm talking about? No, I'm kidding. I do. I'm just a little... Okay, next question. When did you start writing? I started writing when I was 4/5, because I would sort of, before I even wrote, like, writing with letters and things, I would scribble lines and pretend I was writing, and I would always tell stories, make up the craziest, wackiest adventures for princesses and dragons and things like that. And then when I actually did learn how to write, I really just, I went for it. Actually, one of my teacher aides from when I was in 2nd grade told me that she remembered me writing all the time in class, and also that she really liked some of the stories and things that I wrote, and I didn't even remember. I didn't even recall that until she told me. Miss P, if you're out there, I love you. You're great. She's an amazing person. And so is my teacher, Mrs. D. She's great. Yeah, they are both really great. I think I've always loved my teachers and professors and things because I feel like they're just always really the best people, you know. And even those who I didn't have, I really had a respect for. I have a really weird fun fact, and I don't know if, okay, so it's kind of a bragging right, so I don't think it's going to come off as conceited because it's a fact, a thing that actually happened. But it does sound a little self-centered, so I'm really sorry about that. But I would like to say that when I was 5, I actually learned how to read within an hour. Yeah, 1 hour. And the only reason I know this is because my dad brings it up all the time, because he was the one who taught me, because I was homeschooled. So my dad taught me how to read. And the part that I do remember is we were reading Dick and Jane, which is, you know, that book from the 50s to teach kids how to read. And then after an hour, I pretty much was able to read the first couple of pages, even though it was like the first time I'd ever been learning how to read. And then I remember vividly that we went down to my mom and she took a random not DVD, it was back in 2005, so she took a tape, a VHS tape cover, and like covered the picture so that I couldn't see what it was, and asked me to read what the title was, and I was able to read it, and I remember still it was Finding Nemo. And yeah, the thing is, I remember those moments really well. I just didn't remember that it was within an hour, because to me it felt like a lot longer. But then again, when you're younger, your perception of time is not the best, and my perception of time even now is practically non-existent, if we're going to be honest. But I just thought that that was a pretty fun fact, and I'm very grateful for it and very happy about it, and something I'm definitely going to keep in my heart and my mind forever. So yay. What was the first story you ever wrote? Now, I can't remember. I was really little, but the first story that I really, really, really remember writing was a story called Journey to Latibia, which was a fictional story about these octuplets whose parents were kidnapped and they had to try to find them. Excuse me. Okay, sorry, it's been a while. I was 8 years old when I wrote that, and I wrote it for our journals in my 3rd grade class, because I started going to school when I was in 2nd grade. And yeah, I remember feeling really proud of the feedback that I got from my teachers, because they really liked what I wrote and they thought that I was a great writer for my age. And I think the one thing is my teachers always thought that I was a good reader and a good writer, and that really made me feel valuable, because it's something that I take great pride in, and I have a lot of consternation for, because it's just, I love literature so much, you know. So, what authors have inspired your writing the most? I would say R.L. Stine for sure. Loved Goosebumps as a kid. Loved it. Obsessed. I was obsessed. I really like J.K. Rowling's style of writing. I haven't finished reading the Harry Potter series because I'm a fake. I'm just kidding. But I'm a Hufflepuff. Anyway, I don't really like what she's been saying in terms of social awareness, but I do like her literature career, you know, her literary career. And yeah, I also have a tendency to just kind of take little tidbits from different writers, and I'm sure that that's a common thing among all of us, because as writers and even as human beings, that's kind of the essence of how we learn. You know, it's called modeling. I'm taking psychology right now. Look at me implementing stuff that I'm learning. Okay, do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find the time? Yes. The answer is yes, because it's yes to both. It really depends. I'm a very busy person, so sometimes, sorry, my screensaver went on. Sometimes I don't have time, so then I'll have to kind of just write whenever I can. But if I know that I have time, then I'll sort of schedule it out. And I hope that doing AuthorTube will kind of help motivate me to get more done. Like, I have finished 2 books in my lifetime, but one of them was when I was really little. It was called Monster Bikes. It was from when I was 9. It was inspired by Goosebumps. And I have the manuscript somewhere around here, but I have no idea where. And the other one is, well, the other one is called Snowflakes by Embers. And I wrote that from 11th grade to my my semester off from college, so from 2016 to 2018. I just have yet to revise it, and I want to finish writing more books and things, so I want to have the motivation to do that, you know? Now, the next question is, do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? And my answer is I use a blend of those, because sometimes, and I also write on my phone, because sometimes I'll write on a laptop or a computer, like a desktop. Sometimes I'll write on my phone, like I'll type things out on Google Docs, like the app on my phone. Sometimes I'll write longhand. Lately, I've been writing more longhand because I've just been able to sort of dish out more by doing that. And I have a typewriter, and I love it so much. I just haven't had any space to actually use it. But when I first got it, I wrote a lot on it. So I definitely plan to write more on it in the future. I just have to find space. Because we be on wizard writer vibes, you know, like the cramped and sort of cluttered, chaotic mess of an artist. Oh no, what can you say? I'm trying to really get more organized, but it's just, I can't find things when I'm organized, if that makes sense. And I know that it does to some people, but to others it's going to be like, what? Anyways. And so yeah, I write on all of those. Sometimes I'll even record, like voice record what I want. Sometimes I've tried in the past to do text to speech. Well, technically speaking, it's speech to text. But I think for some reason people kind of colloquially call it text to speech still, even though one's writing to be heard and one's speaking to be written, but whatever. Anyway, I do speech to text sometimes. And yeah, I have a lot of methods, but I mostly write on a computer and by longhand, because that's where I write in general, and that's the answer. If you were curious, what are you most looking forward to now that you're part of AuthorTube? Okay, so this is this is a lot. So it's motivation, it's making new friends, it's being a part of this awesome, amazing community that I've really, really adored and enjoyed for quite some time. And it's also just really being able to get back into the swing of reading and writing and being that literature person, that literary obsessed, that's that backwards, that literature obsessed literary person that I know that I truly am deep down. And yeah, I'm excited, and if you like this video, which I really hope you did, please give me a thumbs up or give this video a thumbs up, whatever you feel. Comment what brings you to AuthorTube, either as a viewer, a content creator, or both. And also, click on the bell notification if you want. You don't have to. I would be very happy if you did, but you don't have to. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to cover for this video. But believe you and me, I'm gonna make more videos today. Sorry, I keep looking at the screen because I'm so used to for like 2 reasons. I'm like self-conscious, and I'm so used to looking at my phone screen, and I'm recording this on my phone. There's nothing in here. It's just for the looks. Anyway, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video, my friends. Bye-bye.